First of all, Lola Bunny, what did y'all do with her dumper?
But it got me thinking, right? This whole scenario got me thinking. What would be the ultimate thing for someone to yell at you when you're on the tee box?
Ooh, to yell at me, huh? I don't know. This could go a lot of ways. There's definitely some things. Well, I've always been a guy who's probably not looked at highly by golf snobs because I'm down to drink 40s, bring Carlo Rossi bottles of wine, cigars, other kinds of cigars, listen to music, and do all that while I'm on the course. So it's like, you just talking ain't going to cut it. You're going to have to say something wild to me to get my attention.
I think if a young fan in the audience, if you were on the PGA, a young fan, some little, some like 14-year-old, right, standing behind you, and he goes, "Hey Zach, are you naked in these streets?"
Never again.
I think that one might actually get you.
No, that I would have to probably exit my stance and address the situational awareness that I'd have at that moment. Like, why does he want to know?
I can't think of one for me. I was trying to think of one that would that someone would really get me on. But I definitely was able to think of one for you, for sure. If you guys don't know, that's another phrase that the Husky boy often likes to use. He likes
Naked
to say
in
that
these
he
streets.
doesn't have anything on him, no weapons, in the words of Conor McGregor, and it's actually more of an invitation to try something. It's kind of
really
like saying, "Come at me, bro."
It's really just a public service announcement. Have we ever had any beefs, downfalls, grievances that you need to air out? Today might be the day to do it because I don't have any firearms on me. Therefore, I'm down to spend a little time in a scuffle. So therefore, if you got a problem, today's the day. Book an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome.
I think if you were to make your own podcast,
I'm touching the mic. Fuck y'all.
If you were to make
Touch
your
the hell
own
out this mic.
podcast, and it was only you, like I'm gonna say some. I think if you titled it "Naked in the Streets," that wouldn't be so bad.
I might steal that.
Yeah,
Things to come soon.
Just a thought popped in my head.
I do kind of like that.
Major League Baseball opening day was last week. Did you watch any baseball? I know you said you thought about catching a game.
I watched the highlights, mainly the Indians, keeping up on that. Fucking 2-3 out here. But oh boy, Jose Ramirez says I'm going to smack 2 back-to-back 2 pieces. So there's hope. There's hope for me to be had, but it's not looking too strong off the jump.
The A's won last night?
I'm sure the A's. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
They won.
Finally.
They beat the Dodgers. Like I was...
Of all teams for them to fucking beat, they're going to beat the Dodgers.
I was a little upset. I was like, oh man, they got swept by the Stros. I was like, they're about to get swept by the Dodgers, and they ended up beating the Dodgers. I was like, hey, cool. Appreciate you.
Put the brooms away. We got one, kid.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that. I'm an A's fan, and it's really hard to be an A's fan. However, I did watch Ohtani pitch and bat for the Angels last week.
Yeah.
Which was almost my moment of the week as he threw a 101.1 mile an hour fastball that night and also hit a 115 mile an hour jack for 450 feet.
Fucking sent one, kid. Now, 100, like, I know at the time they said, like, that's the fastest pitch recorded this season, but, I mean, it's pretty early in the season. Somebody's going to clip over that. But, you know,
yeah, some closer. But the dude's a starter.
That boy's stacked, too. That dude's a stud. You seen him trotting the bases? Like, this is a fucking Greek god. What is this?
Yeah, he's not normal. It's funny because the Angels have 2 dudes on their team who are just not normal. The Angels have in my opinion, the 2 best players in the game. They're not to be messed with. Like, if the Angels could just get something, because I watched this game and I was so mad that I had to turn it off because I'm watching Ohtani play, and this dude is throwing gas. Yeah, he misses the strike zone sometimes. He tries to strike everybody out. Commentators are kind of bitching, trying to say that like he needs to learn
aggressive, though.
To play the game. And I'm like, you know what? I like what this guy's doing. And he's out here. Has good at bats. Mike Trout has good at bats. The team's not terrible. And they have a 1-0 lead. I'm like, oh, this is going okay. And I think they got up. I think they were up like 3-0 or something like that. I think they got up there, and I think it was the 5th inning. They're talking about they got 2 guys in the bullpen warming up, and Ohtani's up there pitching, and the manager lets him walk like 3 dudes. Swear to God, right?
Damn.
2 outs.
Lets him walk like he's just struggling it out, or?
Yeah, he's trying to let Ohtani just get out of the inning, trying to let him get his work in, which I appreciate in a way. But in a way, I'm also like, you gotta look out for this man. Like he's like on the brink of getting the win for like his stats. Like let him get the win. Like he's probably gonna get it anyway. And another strikeout would have sealed it for him. But it's like, well, just let it go, man. Give him the win. Like get somebody else in here and get it for him. And
you don't need to close it too. Just let him have the dub.
So Ohtani gets the guy to swing at a curveball or a sinker, or splitter, whatever the hell it was. But it's in the dirt. Guy swings at a pitch in the dirt.
It happens.
The pitcher blocks it. Mm-hmm. I mean, the catcher blocks it. He goes to throw it to first, throws it over first head. Right?
High school fucking baseball.
Right
JV
field
league.
picks it up. No, he doesn't throw it. He throws it like in front of him and it nicks off the glove. My bad.
Okay.
I got that wrong. The right fielder throws it home. That Ohtani's covering home. It goes over Ohtani's head.
He tried to gun that joint.
Ohtani lands and gets slid into his ankle. That's how this shit ends. Tied game 3-3. That's how you get Ohtani out. You could have got him out of there. That's just like if the Angels never fail to shoot themselves in the foot.
They pulled him out at that point?
Yeah, well, because he was hurting, man.
Well, tell me this, because I don't remember how the MLB does their stats. They just took his W away then.
Probably.
Because if he left the game on a tie, did they end up winning?
I didn't want. Yeah, they won because a guy hit in the 9th. Somebody hit a home run in the 9th.
I don't know if that counts as a dub for him because when he left the game, it was tied.
Yeah, I was so irritated.
Not only did you crack his ankle up, but you might have cost him his W.
Had a great game. You could have got him out of there. Could have sent a reliever in who's fresh to get out of the inning.
And it's early in the season. Like, what's the point? He didn't need to stay in the game.
I don't really think he needs to be pitching and batting in the same game either. I don't think he needs to be doing all that.
Well, does he have a choice?
Probably not. But he's a good enough batter to where he could just bat, or or do this every once in a while. I would keep that dude fresh. I was thinking about this. I was like, you have the MVP in Mike Trout on your team. Right.
Facts.
If Ohtani could pitch in the rotation as a starter and hit as a rotation pitcher the way he does, right? I think he would be more valuable than Mike Trout.
That's a bold statement.
Because he does both Mike Trout? So well.
But Mike Trout's on the field every game.
Agreed.
Ohtani's in a rotation.
Agreed. But if he's actually capable of going 7 innings as a starting pitcher and hitting jacks as a pitcher.
Yeah, but you can't go 7 every time. There's a balance to that.
Yeah, sure.
He might go 7 tonight, but he might only do 3 or 4 on the next go round.
Right. I don't know. I think that's a lot of value.
If your player's going to be on the field more, Mike Trout's on the field every day. I feel like you can't say Ohtani's more valuable. He's definitely an asset, But he's not more valuable than Mike Trout. Come on now, guy.
I would be close, though. In my opinion.
His name ain't Mike Bluegill. That's Mike Trout, son.
I was looking at it. I was like, it's really hard to find a guy that can offer that much for your team, though. That can pitch and hit on that level. Because if you're a Cy Young pitcher, you're capable of being an MVP.
I don't know his stats. I wish I would have known like what his batting career looked like outside of this like small sample that we're looking at.
He used to bat. I think last year when I was watching, he was batting third. Like he ain't bad if you're batting
that's
third.
not a bad slot. Batting third. That means you get on base.
That's what I'm saying. He's not bad. It's not like he's just a home run hitter. The dude's actually good.
Yeah, but he's got to be on the field more to be more valuable than Mikey.
Yeah, I hear you. I guess. Let's switch lanes to my moment of the week was Baylor winning the championship.
Who would
Stealing
have
it.
thought?
I think.
Who would have thought?
I think if I had been able to watch them play, like if I actually paid attention to college basketball, I think I would have been able to see Baylor being that athletic. Because that's what separated this game was they played a high-tempo game. Everyone did, right? Because it's the championship. Everyone's going all out.
All in. Every moment.
Baylor was way more athletic as a team.
I would not say that they're more talented or more skilled, but the athleticism and the hustle and the cardiovascular output was on a different level. They're pushing the pace, and that's kind of what did it to them.
Big men on the boards. That was the main thing. Dudes
I didn't realize
boards.
Those guards how like they don't. The bag doesn't seem to be real deep, but they got some snappy step backs.
Yeah.
They run, and then every once in a while they'll break one, like just rip one back. And like they have a pretty legit highlight reel from the tournament. Like it kind of goes unnoticed because they're just running so much, but that complements that.
That and UCLA. UCLA was much better than what everyone thought.
That's what it's so crazy about the Rona season is you don't get the tape, the hours, the eyes on players. It's hard to know what these teams are really looking like.
Their defense was so crucial, man.
Oh yeah, they were locked down.
Kept the Wolverines down. Kept Gonzaga down.
The Wolverines below 50 points. Below 50 fucking points. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. And then they put Gonzaga to 1. They got to win. They got to win by a freaking logo 3-pointer in the game. UCLA was good, man.
UCLA was on point. That was the thing too. Is UCLA was able to keep a team like Michigan low on the scoring board, and then also run the numbers up with Gonzaga. They went from winning a game with 51 points to losing a game with 90 points. That's impressive. You can do both.
I thought.
Shout out to them.
I thought this was the first year that I watched March Madness most of the way through. I watched almost every round. I was watching games, paying attention.
This is the first year I really didn't watch much at all.
I thought it was fantastic, man. I'm not going to lie. I had a great time watching it. I am a huge fan after this year of March Madness. Next year I'm going to be like super deep into my bag when it comes to this. I like college basketball now, which is crazy because I kind of hated it. Because
I do like college basketball. They play like a system. It's kind of fun to see it's real basketball, not iso ball, not all that bullshit.
On the other hand, though, my Stanford Cardinal did win on the women's side.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Championship.
Did you watch the ending of that game? Of that game?
Yep.
They are real beneficial that girl can't make a fucking point blank open layup.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the only thing I want to say on that. Good for them. Shout out to them. But old girl should have made that layup. That was like.
Let's be honest here. They don't
You're
make layups
acting like you
at all.
deserve a 25-pound dumbbell rack set for a gym. That's how y'all acting with that type of move right there.
Let's be honest here. They miss a lot of layups though.
Women's basketball?
Yeah.
Well, the gold Candace Parker says they should stop. What happened, Candace? I thought we were going to stop doing layups. I thought we were just going to drop step and punch it under. I'd seen a lot of like blown layups to where I don't think anybody would have touched the net. Not to hate on women's basketball. Shout out to all you female hoopers out there. Appreciate y'all.
I've actually we played against athletic female hoopers, right?
Oh yeah, I seen that one girl in Shreveport. I've seen her do some nasty things to men in a non-explicit way. Do you remember this? The chubby dude guarding her, and she yanked it. He turned around, and she just ripped it again, and then she yanked it back, and he just crossed his own legs and flat on the fucking ground. He hit. He's probably still jiggling. That's how big that belly was.
Which one was this? There was two girls that used to play at Barksdale that were really, really good.
This was the skinny one that talked extra aggressively.
Yeah.
Extra aggressive.
She was pretty good. The baby hook game in women's basketball is everything.
I mean, it feels like it should just be the drop step and punch it down game.
No.
So Candace Parker said, I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's... sorry, ladies. It's just not the same. It's not the same. Baylor was explosive and technical. It was fun to watch. Men's college basketball is where you should be if you are a fan of the entirety of the game of basketball. And I am so sorry to say that. I know that y'all women try real hard, and you have your own brand. Let's be honest here. Let's stop trying to compare it in that sense. Let's say that women's basketball, it's its own brand.
Rebrand it as its own thing and quit trying to adhere it to what you think regular NCAA men's basketball should be, and just look at it as something different. It's not worse or lesser. It's just different.
But like I said, the way that like traditional basketball is played, the men's college basketball is the most.
That's the best balance you're going to find between raw talent and exciting like games to watch, and still having the fundamentals in the team aspect. That's where like we both kind of.
Because as soon as you get to the NBA, it's all ISO.
And it's all DMs, strippers, and isolation.
Yeah, we got Space Jam news. I actually I don't remember what day Space Jam comes out, but LeBron is getting trolled real hard. Richard Jefferson was clowning on his hairline, the CGI hairline.
As he should.
At
this point, like,
go ahead.
I'm impressed at LeBron's ability to just not care.
To tune it out?
Like, he doesn't even care. He doesn't say nothing. Like, he knows his hairline goes from god dang to like, ooh, and like,
I don't know why he hasn't just said he should just be bald at this point.
I mean, he's kind of. I get why you don't want to do the bald things. I feel like you don't want to be like Mike and Kobe. Everyone does the bald thing, but they do the bald thing because they go bald. LeBron, it's not a copycat legacy move. It's because you ain't got no fucking hair.
Pretty much.
You should have got on fucking 4 Men or whatever that shit was. Keep your fucking joint. But I'm still impressed that he'll go from like scalp looking like he just got hit with a fucking angle grinder to like the freshest cut I've ever seen in my life. Literally overnight. Doesn't care. Posts it on Instagram. Just walks right past all the hate. So shout out to you for that. Live your life. It's a hot girl summer.
The other night he got pissed off at the ref over a possession situation and hopped up off the bench real fast, Bron. Moving pretty good for a man with a bum ankle.
High ankle sprain.
Moving real good. I understand that it's a little bit more explosive when you're actually playing on the court. So I'm not going to be a casual.
Can we dig back into Space Jam, Joe? I got some grievances to air.
Yeah, I'm not moving on. I still have shit from that too. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Lola Bunny, what did y'all do with her dumper? In the first Space Jam, Lola Bunny was bodied the fuck up. She came through with a Brazilian butt lift. She had them joints banging out the front piece. She's wearing the smallest crop top I've ever seen on a basketball court in my life, except for maybe if Ezekiel Elliott's hooping somewhere at a rec league. But now, Space Jam 2, she got flat buns, flat chest, baggy clothes. Are we shaming women for their bodies? Like, are we telling voluptuous women that it's not okay to be voluptuous, that you need to hide your well-being? And even like in the point of Lola Bunny, seems that she got surgery to alter her appearance to make herself less voluptuous. That is not a good message that you should be giving to the young ladies out here in these times. Shame on you, Space Jam 2. Shame on you.
I think they said that their point of what they were doing was that they're trying to portray her more of like a mom bod.
That's cute. Where her kids at?
All right, then. I haven't seen the movie. Maybe she does have children's.
Well, if she's got children's, maybe she needs to be at home and not playing pickup games with LeBron.
Probably not.
Because I ain't seen no kids. What kind of mother is out here just not bringing her kids along to the gym?
The other thing that they're trolling LeBron about is the fact that apparently he recruits Superman and Gandalf, while Michael Jordan only needed Bill Murray and Newman.
That's
Super
facts.
team, baby.
Now, is it Gandalf the Gray or Gandalf the White? Because that could have posed some problems in the year 2021.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Probably the White, of course. I think they should have maybe Radagast, seeing as he likes rabbits.
I mean, Radagast the Brown. He was a wildcat.
Hey, let's not call him Brown. Empathetic. That's not cool.
That was his literal name, Radagast the Brown. El Browno.
LeBrown?
LeBron James.